This topic is finding the mean of a set of data. And the mean is also known as the average. And the average is basically when you take all of your data, you combine all of it, and then you split it up amongst the amount of data that you have so that there is a leveling out point. Basically, it means that all of your data is distributed equally among the number of pieces of data. So to find the mean of a set of data, we're going to add up all of the numbers in the data set and then divide by how many numbers there are. And if you want to see why this formula works for finding the mean, I do have another video that I've made for that, and I recommend you look for that and watch that video as well. This first problem says a group of 7 students were asked, how many hours did you watch television last week? Here are their responses. So we're going to find the mean for all of this. And notice that it does have a button that says send data to calculator because you're going to want to add all of this up. And a big long list of data you generally aren't going to add by hand. So I would recommend sending it directly to the calculator. I don't have that, so I'm going to have to quickly add this by hand. Let's see, 16 and 4 is 20, plus 10, 30, plus 11 is 41. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 81. So our total is 81 hours, but now we need to divide that among our 7 students. So we're going to divide by 7. And it does say round your answer to the nearest tenth of an hour. So if we need to, we will do that. In this case, we are going to need to. 7 goes into 11 one time. And I'm going to put a decimal point, and I'm going to keep dividing because I am going to need to round this to the nearest tenth. 7th goes into 40. 5 times, and 7 goes into 50 7 times. And I could keep going, but I just need to round it to the nearest tenth. The tenths place is right here. The 7 to the right of it means it's good, closer to the next tenth up, so we have 11 and 6/10 hours. In this example, it says that on a survey, 5 students reported how many minutes it takes them to travel to school. And we have their responses. Again, you could add all this up using the calculator. I'm going to quickly do this by hand. And let's see, 15 and 5 is 20, plus 16 is 36. So we have 36 minutes total, but we're dividing it by 5 students. Just like before, we're rounding to the nearest tenth if necessary. 5 goes into 36 7 times. Decimal point. And regroup. 5 goes into 10 twice. We didn't need to round because our answer is 7 2/10, 7.2 minutes. One more example. A pet store has 7 cats. Here are their weights in pounds. We're going to combine all of these weights. And then we're going to split them among the 7. We're going to try to level them all out. So let's see. 3 13s is 39, plus another 13 is 52. And then 2 15s is 30, so that would be 82, plus 8 is 90. So we had 90, but we're splitting this among 7 cats. Same thing as before, rounding it to the nearest tenth. Regroup. 7 goes into 20 twice. And I am going to need to, that's a 6. I am going to need to use a decimal point here. And 7 goes into 60, 8 times? I'm running out of room here. 7 goes into 40 5 times. And I don't need to keep going even though there is a remainder there. This 5 right here will bump up the tenths place, the 8 up to the next tenth. So our answer will be 12.9 or 12 9/10 pounds.